From Jack and Rose and their sizzling romance to April and Frank with their tumultuous, toxic love, Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio are well known for their lovemaking on screen. But looks can be deceptive because, as it turns out, Kate actually thought that filming scenes with Leo was a bit weird. Let's find out which scenes weirded Winslet out. The chemistry that started it all. When it comes to on-screen chemistry, Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio are in a class all their own. Their time together in Titanic created a connection that felt real and magnetic, making them one of Hollywood's most beloved duos. Right from their first scenes together, it was obvious they had something special. Every look, every touch, every exchange between them pulled audiences into their story, as if we were witnessing a love that went beyond the script. Their chemistry wasn't just a spark, it was an emotional storm. Moments like the sketching scene where Rose poses for Jack wearing only the heart of the ocean are unforgettable. That scene is both intimate and vulnerable, drawing the audience into a space that feels almost too personal to watch. The way it was filmed and the tenderness between them made it powerful without being explicit, leaving viewers captivated. And who could forget the famous car scene? When Rose's hand hits the fogged-up glass, it became an iconic moment of passion. The intensity in that scene is palpable, pulling the audience into the heart of their romance. It felt so real that it left many wondering if Winslet and DiCaprio's chemistry extended beyond the screen. This connection, so authentic and raw, was a driving force behind Titanic's success, making it a love story that viewers couldn't help but believe in. Even years later, the magic of their performances still resonate. Their dynamic in Titanic was more than just acting. It was a rare synergy that transformed a fictional love story into something unforgettable. Behind the scenes of Titanic soared to become one of the highest-grossing films of all time, gathering critical praise and a worldwide fan base that fell in love with Jack and Rose's story. Beyond the box office success, their love felt genuine, so real that audiences could carry it with them long after the movie ended. Their connection was intense and believable, leading many to assume that Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio found those intimate scenes easy to film together. Their passion on screen seemed so seamless, like something that just flowed naturally. But, as it turns out, things weren't quite that easy. In a recent interview, Kate Winslet offered an eye-opening take on what filming those close scenes with Leonardo was really like. Fans were stunned when she admitted that those moments were far from comfortable. Winslet described filming as awkward, a word no one expected from someone who seemed so at ease with her co-star. How could it be that a duo with such electrifying chemistry found these scenes challenging? Why did Kate feel uncomfortable, even with someone as close to her as Leo? A surprising revelation. Then came the twist. Winslet wasn't even talking about Titanic. Her confession referred to their later collaboration in Revolutionary Road, where the actors reunited years after their first film together. Unlike the romantic, dreamy love of Jack and Rose, Revolutionary Road demanded raw, intense, and sometimes painful emotion as it explored the darker side of marriage. The intimacy scenes here were different, laden with tension and a heaviness that made them hard to perform. While Titanic showed the world a sweeping romance, Revolutionary Road revealed the struggles of love tested by life's harsh reality, bringing a new layer of vulnerability and complexity to Kate and Leo's partnership. Kate's revelation about those awkward scenes highlights the depth of their acting skills. While Titanic's romance seemed easy, Revolutionary Road tested them emotionally and professionally, proving that behind the magic of cinema lies a dedication to craft, even if it sometimes means facing the unexpected challenges of intimacy on screen. This revelation about Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio's on-screen intimacy left fans totally surprised. Their chemistry in Titanic was so effortless, so natural, that it's hard to imagine any awkwardness could have existed between them. But here's the twist. When they filmed Titanic, Kate and Leo were just two young, passionate actors starting out in Hollywood. Kate, just 21, was fresh from school, and eager to dive into complex role, while Leo, a year older, was fresh off the success of Romeo plus Juliet and ready to take on his next big challenge. Their connection on Titanic wasn't just great acting, it was the energy of youth, fueled by a sense of freedom, ambition, and zero serious commitments. Fast forward to 2008, when the duo reunited for Revolutionary Road, and the situation was worlds apart. Fans who'd been longing for a reunion of Titanic's iconic pair were thrilled. The prospect of seeing Kate and Leo back together ignited serious nostalgia, and audiences couldn't wait to see that spark rekindled on screen. But this time, the story they were telling was no fairy tale. Revolutionary Road, based on Richard Yates's novel, delves into the complexities of a marriage on the brink. Set in the 1950s, it tells the story of Frank and April Wheeler, a couple who once dreamed big but now find themselves drowning in suburban monotony. What began as a love full of promise turns into a relationship choked by the weight of everyday life, unfulfilled dreams, and growing bitterness. New challenges and complex emotions. Unlike the first flush of romance we saw in Titanic, Revolutionary Road explores love under pressure, unveiling the cracks that develop over time. As Frank and April navigate the tension and disillusionment in their marriage, Kate and Leo had to dig deep, exposing raw emotions that were far more challenging to portray. For fans used to seeing Jack and Rose's idealistic love, watching Frank and April struggle was shocking, but also powerfully real. In this film, Kate's confession of feeling awkward filming those intimate scenes makes sense. The carefree ease they shared as young actors on Titanic had matured into something deeper, more vulnerable, and undeniably complex. Where Titanic showed the magic of falling in love, Revolutionary Road laid bare the struggle of staying in it. When Revolutionary Road hit theaters, it was clear that Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio had evolved, both in their careers and their personal lives. Kate, now 33, had become a seasoned actress with multiple award nominations under her belt. Leo, at 34, had solidified his status as a leading man, known for complex and intense performances in films like The Aviator and The Departed. Their reunion in Revolutionary Road wasn't just a treat for nostalgic fans, it was the return of two powerhouse actors, ready to dive into a more demanding and layered story. The film earned critical acclaim, with Kate even winning a Golden Globe for her role as April Wheeler. The chemistry between the two leads was as electric as ever, showcasing their growth as performers. Critics highlighted how their dynamic breathed life into the story, making it even more compelling. Audiences, too, found themselves mesmerized by the connection between Kate and Leo. Despite the film's darker, more somber themes, it was as if, once again, they had stepped into that spell-binding space they created in Titanic, but this time with a twist, showing the unraveling of love rather than the blossoming of it. The movie had its share of steamy scenes, which felt charged with a raw intensity. Viewers couldn't help but marvel at how Kate and Leo managed to make their scenes look so authentic, maintaining the spark that had defined their legendary Titanic performances. Yet, what audiences didn't know was that this time, filming wasn't as effortless for Kate Winslet. The reason behind her discomfort had nothing to do with Leo, who remained one of her closest friends and most supportive co-stars. Instead, the challenge came from an unexpected source. Sam Mendes, the director of Revolutionary Road, who happened to be Kate's husband at the time. The situation added a layer of complexity to filming, as Kate had to navigate performing intimate scenes with her longtime friend Leo, under the direction of her real-life spouse. Balancing love and art. Kate later shared that having her husband direct those moments was incredibly awkward. The unique situation brought an unexpected tension that was different from the playful ease of their Titanic days. It required a level of professionalism and emotional strength from Kate that even seasoned actors don't often face. The irony of it all was that despite the awkwardness, the scenes came out seamlessly on screen, displaying an intensity that perfectly fit the story of a marriage falling apart. The experience showed that while the magic between Kate and Leo was still there, creating it this time came with more layers. Their ability to portray both love and turmoil convincingly demonstrated how far they had come as actors and as people. And for the fans, it proved once more that there's something truly special about watching these two together, whether it's young love on a doomed ship or a complicated marriage in suburban America. By the time filming for Revolutionary Road kicked off, things were complicated for Kate Winslet. She was married, not just to anyone, but to Sam Mendes, the acclaimed director who was calling the shots on the set. Mendes was behind the camera for every scene, including the steamy, emotionally charged ones between Kate and Leonardo DiCaprio. For Kate, having her husband direct scenes where she shared intimate moments with Leo was far from easy. She admitted that seeing Mendes watching her during those takes pulled her out of character, making an already intense experience feel even more awkward. The price of professionalism. The comfort and playfulness she had with Leo during Titanic were missing this time around. Instead, the boundaries between her work and her personal life blurred, creating a tension she hadn't faced before. It was a new challenge, balancing the professionalism required on set with the emotional reality of her marriage. Kate's openness about how strange it was offers a rare look into the complexities actors face when life and art collide. Kate's marriage to Mendes was not her first time navigating love and work together. Before Mendes, she had been married to Jim Threppleton, whom she met while filming Hideous Kinky in 1998. They married that same year and had a daughter, but their relationship ended in divorce by 2001. 2 years later, she married Mendes, and together they had a son. At first, their relationship thrived, both at home and in their careers. But working on Revolutionary Road seemed to put stress on their marriage. The demands of balancing their personal life with professional pressures ultimately proved too much, and they divorced in 2011, a few years after the film's release. Though Kate kept the reasons for their split private, it was clear that mixing love and work was a delicate dance, even for the most experienced in the industry. Leonardo DiCaprio, on the other hand, has always been a bit of an enigma when it comes to his personal life. Known for dating supermodels and actresses, Leo has famously avoided settling down. His list of relationships is long, but none have led to marriage, prompting many to joke about his bachelor status. Yet, through all their different relationship paths, Kate and Leo's friendship has stayed strong. Their connection has stood the test of time and fame, showing that some bonds are simply too meaningful to be defined by romance. Kate Winslet's ability to deliver a powerful performance in Revolutionary Road, despite the emotional challenges, speaks volumes about her talent and dedication. Imagine having your husband direct the most intimate scenes between you and your longtime co-star. It's the kind of situation that could easily unsettle anyone, but Kate managed to push through it all and fully embody her character. Her portrayal was raw, honest, and unforgettable, proving just how committed she was to the story. And right beside her was Leonardo DiCaprio, matching her intensity at every turn. Leo's performance was equally gripping, showing that their chemistry wasn't just a fluke of their early careers, but a genuine connection that stood the test of time. The success of Revolutionary Road, despite the awkwardness behind the scenes, is a testament to the magnetic dynamic between Kate and Leo. Their on-screen connection defies boundaries, making each scene electric and believable. But it leads to a curious question. How deep does their chemistry go beyond the camera? The answer is fascinating and unexpected. Their bond, though full of warmth and history, has always stayed in the realm of friendship. Despite playing lovers in some of the most emotionally charged scenes in film history, Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio have never been romantically involved. For fans, this might be hard to believe, especially considering their roles in Titanic and Revolutionary Road. But Kate has often shared that Leo feels like a brother to her, a statement that feels almost humorous when you think of moments like Jack sketching a nude rose or the tension-filled scenes of the Wheelers' marriage unraveling. But this insight into their relationship only makes their story more special. What they share is far deeper than romance. It's a solid, lasting friendship built over decades of trust and support. Kate has spoken about how Leo has been there for her through thick and thin, a rock in her life. Leo, in turn, has expressed admiration for Kate's strength and talent. Their bond is built on understanding, mutual respect, and shared experiences that go beyond Hollywood glitz. What makes their connection even more heartwarming is that they don't just show up for each other in professional settings. They've been a source of support in their personal lives as well. Whether it's cheering for each other at award shows or sharing heartfelt words during interviews, they show that true friendship can thrive in an industry known for fleeting relationships. This unique friendship is what breathes life into their on-screen chemistry. It's why they can deliver performances that pull audiences in, making us believe in their characters' love stories, heartbreaks, and struggles. The trust they have in one another allows them to push boundaries and dive deep into their role, creating magic every time they collaborate. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio's friendship took root in 1996 on the set of Titanic. Both were young, bursting with ambition, and still finding their place in the Hollywood spotlight. Their instant connection was a lifeline during the grueling shoot, which was notorious for its long hours, freezing water scenes, and emotionally demanding takes. Through it all, they leaned on each other. Kate has often said that Leo became her greatest ally on set, boosting her spirits when exhaustion hit and cracking jokes to lighten the mood. They shared pep talks, swapped stories, and laughed at inside jokes, creating a bond that outlasted the stormy months of filming. What has kept Kate and Leo so close for all these years is the mix of shared victories and tough moments. Their friendship isn't built just on glamorous premieres and standing ovations. It's also grounded in the challenges that come with being part of massive, high-stakes projects. They've been each other's rock, both on and off set, helping one another through career struggles and personal ups and downs. One wild memory from Titanic is still a secret they both hold. On the last day of filming, chaos broke out when someone laced the food with a hallucinogenic drug, sending several crew members into a disoriented frenzy. Though neither Kate nor Leo has revealed who pulled off the prank, the night is a shared, bizarre moment that strengthened their connection. This inside story is just one of many that make their friendship unique, a testament to the strange and unforgettable experiences they've weathered together. Another amusing tidbit from their Titanic days involves one of the film's most iconic scenes, Jack sketching Rose wearing nothing but the heart of the ocean necklace. While Leo's character took credit for the drawing on screen, the real artist was none other than James Cameron, the director. Kate and Leo have chuckled over this detail over the years, seeing it as a quirky reminder of the film that started it all. It's these shared secrets and stories that form the fabric of their enduring friendship. Years later, when they reunited for Revolutionary Road, their bond was stronger than ever. They were no longer just young stars with something to prove. They were seasoned actors with a deep-rooted friendship. The film's raw portrayal of a crumbling marriage tested their skills, but also reminded them why their connection was so special. Through the intense scenes and the emotional weight of the story, they supported each other as they always had. Even though fans often hoped for a romantic twist in their story, Kate and Leo have kept it platonic. Kate has called Leo her brother, a sentiment that sounds humorous when you remember the romantic roles they've played, but it perfectly sums up their relationship. It's about loyalty, trust, and a shared history that goes far beyond any script. Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio's friendship has only grown deeper over the years. They've supported each other through life's big moments: marriages, the birth of Kate's children, divorces, and career milestone. Kate often speaks about Leo with warmth and gratitude, calling him her lifelong friend and a rock who has always been there. Leo, in turn, holds Kate in the highest regard, frequently describing her as one of the most important people in his life. Their mutual admiration shines whenever they're in public together. When Kate won a Golden Globe for Revolutionary Road, Leo's emotional reaction said it all. He was beaming, clapping louder than anyone in the room. And when Leo finally claimed his long-awaited Oscar for The Revenant, Kate was one of the first to hug him, her eyes filled with pride. Despite the roller coaster world of Hollywood, their friendship has stood the test of time. Even though their careers have taken different paths, they've never let the distance or fame get in the way. Whether sharing private dinners or catching up at industry events, Kate and Leo have made it a point to stay connected. It's rare to see a bond like theirs, one that's outlasted the usual pressures of Hollywood and personal challenges. Kate has carved a niche in the world of independent films, often choosing roles that dig deep into human emotion and explore tough societal issues. Meanwhile, Leo has used his platform to raise awareness about climate change and environmental causes, alongside starring in films that tackle social and political themes. They may have pursued different types of stories, but their admiration and friendship remain strong. Whenever they mention each other in interviews, it's clear their bond is more than just a working relationship. It's rooted in genuine respect and a shared history. Kate and Leo's friendship transcends the typical Hollywood story. It's not about romantic speculation or on-screen chemistry. It's about trust, loyalty, and showing up for each other at every stage of life. Their connection has endured, reminding us that some friendships are rare, stronger than any headline or plot twist. With their careers evolving, it's fascinating to think about what each of them will do next. Kate, in particular, has recently taken on a daring project that has everyone talking. Ammonite, a bold and powerful film that pushes the boundaries of her already impressive career. One of Kate Winslet's most captivating recent projects is her performance in Ammonite. This period drama shows just how versatile and fearless she is as an actress. Directed by Francis Lee, the film takes viewers back to the 1840s and follows the story of Mary Anning, a fossil hunter living a solitary life on the rugged coast of England. Although the movie takes creative liberties with Mary's real story, it explores deep themes like love, isolation, and self-discovery. Kate's character, Mary, is dedicated to her fossil hunting, with her days spent braving the unforgiving coast in search of relics. Her quiet, solitary life takes an unexpected turn when Charlotte Murchison, played by Saoirse Ronan, enters her world. What begins as a reserved companionship grows into an intense and heartfelt love affair. For Kate, playing Mary Anning was an easy yes. She's always been drawn to characters with layers of emotional complexity, and Mary's strength, independence, and hidden vulnerabilities fascinated her. In interviews, Kate mentioned that she loved how Ammonite dared to tell a love story that broke the norms, set against the raw, challenging backdrop of the English coast. This role was a new frontier for Kate, known for constantly pushing herself to explore different types of character. Taking on the role of a historical figure in a same-sex relationship was uncharted territory for her, and one she embraced wholeheartedly as an opportunity for growth. What also drew Kate to Ammonite was the chance to highlight LGBTQ+ stories, an area often overlooked in mainstream cinema. She appreciated how the film approached Mary and Charlotte's relationship with care, choosing to emphasize the tenderness and emotional bond rather than turning it into something sensational. This thoughtful storytelling approach resonated with Kate's own beliefs about authentic representation. Although Ammonite wasn't a blockbuster, it found its place in the hearts of critics and audiences who appreciated its subtle storytelling and breathtaking cinematography. Both Kate Winslet and Saoirse Ronan were lauded for their raw, genuine performances. Kate's portrayal of Mary stood out, with many noting how she brought both strength and vulnerability to the character, perfectly capturing her stoic demeanor while letting glimpses of emotion shine through. Kate's performance in Ammonite reminded everyone why she is regarded as one of the greatest actresses of her generation. Her unique ability to dive deep into complex characters and bring them to life is unmatched. But playing Mary Anning wasn't without its challenges. One of the biggest hurdles Kate faced was dealing with the reactions from some parts of the public and media. It seemed that many were more fixated on the love scenes between her and Saoirse Ronan than on the actual story. Kate shared that she was bombarded with questions about those scenes, questions she had never faced when filming intimate moments with male co-stars. This double standard was frustrating for Kate, as it revealed the biases that still exist around same-sex relationships on screen. New journey. For her, the love scenes in Ammonite were no different from those with actors like Leonardo DiCaprio. Yet, the intense scrutiny these moments received made it clear that society still has progress to make in accepting all kinds of love stories equally. Despite the intrusive questions and public curiosity, Kate handled the situation with grace. She focused on what truly mattered, the story's heart. To Kate, the love between Mary and Charlotte in Ammonite was more than just physical. It was about connection, trust, and emotional healing. Kate urged people to look beyond the few moments of intimacy and see the depth of the relationship depicted in the film. It was a story of two women who found solace and companionship in each other during a time when their lives felt isolated. For Kate, this film was a reminder that love, in all its forms, deserves to be treated with respect and dignity. She hoped audiences would appreciate the beauty and humanity in the story, rather than reducing it to just a few scenes. While filming intimate scenes has often come with its fair share of challenges, for Kate Winslet, she has never let discomfort hold her back. Whether acting alongside a man or a woman, Kate always pushes through the awkwardness to deliver raw, believable performances that resonate with audience. This dedication was on full display in Ammonite. Kate approached the role of Mary Anning with her trademark passion and professionalism. She worked closely with Saoirse Ronan and director Francis Lee to make sure every moment felt authentic and emotionally true. In fact, Kate took the lead in choreographing the love scenes to ensure they were genuine reflections of the characters' emotional journeys, steering clear of anything that felt unnecessary or excessive. Kate's commitment in Ammonite mirrors the energy and heart she brought to her work with Leonardo DiCaprio in Titanic and Revolutionary Road. Throughout her career, she's proven that she's more than willing to tackle difficult roles and navigate complex stories. Whether it's portraying a young, passionate Rose DeWitt Bukater or the conflicted April Wheeler, Kate infuses her characters with depth, honesty, and vulnerability. This dedication sets her apart, showing that she's not just playing a part, she's living it. In Ammonite, Kate stepped far outside the box, embracing a story that defies traditional norm. Her portrayal of Mary was both tender and fierce, showcasing her willingness to tell stories that might otherwise go untold. It's this bravery that has made her a mainstay in the industry and an inspiration to countless fans. Just like her unforgettable performances alongside Leonardo DiCaprio, Kate's work in Ammonite highlighted her ability to shine, even in the most challenging circumstances. What sets Kate Winslet apart is how she brings vulnerability and strength to every role she takes on. In Ammonite, she conveyed complex emotions with a quiet intensity that stayed with audiences long after the credits rolled. This role reaffirmed why Kate is considered one of the best of her generation. Her career is built on resilience, versatility, and the courage to explore difficult and unconventional roles. Whether she's teaming up with Leo or taking the lead in groundbreaking films, Kate Winslet always delivers a performance that's as unforgettable as it is moving.